Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here, Arwen. We are so excited to have somebody new. Um, I actually just met Arwen right before we got on. I have a friend named Ruby who is one of the previous recordings, and she said, you have got to interview this yoga teacher. She's so interesting. Her background is awesome. She's just a light and just so fun. And I just Facebook friended Arwen and just went straight to the point, and she was like, yes. So I can already tell she's full of fun. So I'm just going to hand it off. I can't wait to hear everything you had to share with us.
Well, thank you, Melissa. Hi, everybody. My name is Arwen McDaniel. I am 40 years old. It makes me feel old whenever I say it. I am married. I've been married for almost 20 years. And we have a 2.5-year-old little red-headed, curly-haired boy. So he is absolutely precious. So they are my whole world. And it's a lot of fun. I'm also a certified occupational therapy assistant, and I teach at the program that I graduated from, which is a huge honor. So I began my yoga journey when I was 32. And it's so easy to remember because it's the year my husband almost died. And he'd been in the hospital, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And I was teaching Zumba at the time and doing all these high-powered aerobics and everything, and I couldn't do it anymore. And I found a little yoga studio near my house. And after about 6 months, I decided that I could probably leave him home alone. And I did, and I went to yoga for the first time. I took 2 hot classes in 2 days and was ill everywhere. So that got me started. And then I learned how to pace myself and how to take care of my body, take care of my mind. And yoga really helped me, all 8 limbs really helped me become who I was supposed to be at that point after being a wife and then a caregiver and having to slowly convert back to being a wife. So yoga's been huge in that in my life, and I've never let it go since. Now everybody's practice ebbs and flows, and so does teaching. So I don't teach at a studio all the time anymore. I'm way too busy with the baby and a full-time job. But I do teach privates out of my home, and I also do Reiki sessions out of my home, which is tons of fun. So yoga's truly blessed my life in so many ways. Decreased anxiety, decreased stress, decreased gut issues. I've met so many amazing people. Ruby, for one. I reconnected with a friend from high school through yoga. Her name's Colleen Narns. She's here in Texarkana as well. Really neat person. It's Leslie Looney. She's insane. I love her to pieces. So tons of people, tons of fun. I highly encourage people to try yoga. It is not for the flexible of body. It is for the flexible of mind. You do have to be open to new experiences. As a therapist, I don't believe that pain is gain. It's not. And so if you are practicing yoga and something hurts, stop it. Reconnoiter, sit down, finagle the pose, take a breath, but stop and figure out why, and don't do it again the exact same way. Let's see, what else? I've recently had emergency surgery. And so after a couple of weeks, I'm back into working out, which has been really nice. So again, it's okay to take a sabbatical from yoga, from weightlifting, from running, whatever all you do. Take that break, heal, take your time, get back in slow. So what else, Melissa?
I love that you just said that because, I've had to take breaks from the actual postures of yoga, but like you said, there's 8 limbs and we're still doing yoga, when we're practicing the other 8 limbs. Also, I'm interested to know, since you started out with hot yoga, what sort of classes do you teach?
Oh, okay. So I can teach just about anything. And I do not like to teach on my mat. I like to teach off my mat. I roll it out sometimes and may demonstrate a single posture or something, but I really like to be up and moving. I have taught rock and roll yoga, which is one of Ruby's favorites that I do.
She loves music.
I have AC/DC, Led Zeppelin playing, you know. And then I teach a lot of yoga nidra. I firmly believe that Americans are way too busy. We're all about the asana. It's all about being fit and looking buff and, you know, being able to bench press 500 pounds or whatever. And we don't have to do that in life. We need to slow it down, you know, think European culture, think Eastern culture, take those breaths. And so I do a lot of yoga nidra. I'm working on a book or booklet right now full of meditations that I've written. It's in editing right now. So I'm excited about that. So.
Wow. Where can people find that once it's done?
It's going to be locally in some shops, and then I'll also have it at Sunfest in June in Little Rock. That's the plan if it's completely done editing by then. And then I'm looking at Amazon in some capacity.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will definitely put contact information in the comments of the YouTube video so that everyone can find you and find your information.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much for being here today and sharing how yoga has changed your life, and you've gone through some really challenging things and it's been there for you. And I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. And one of the things I always say is a lot of times when you're staying away from your mat, you're avoiding it because of this. We get scared of our mat sometimes because we don't want to be alone with ourselves, and we need that challenge. We need to be able to stand on our mat and cry, or lay on our mat in a little ball. Try not to avoid the mat because of this. That's when you need the mat the most.
Oh, I just got chills. That's a little nugget for everybody. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. I hope everyone comes to Sunfest and sees you. I'm super excited. Will you also be doing Reiki at Sunfest as well as teaching?
I will be doing Reiki at Sunfest. I'll have some appointments in the morning, and then if people want it throughout the day, I'll be available as well. And then I will be doing a sunset yoga nidra that evening.
Oh, I'm excited. Thank you so much for doing this.
Well, thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bye.